There's an update on the tow yard special. I'm calling it the tow yard special because I bought it from a tow yard after it was impounded and then auctioned off. The biggest issue with the car is it had no second gear. And I believe that's because the 1-2 shift collar had failed inside the tranny, basically locking second gear out. So there was no second. Terrible to drive. So I pulled the tranny. When I was doing that, I found that the bolt heads were rubbing on the clutch disc, and it's also broken right there. They were rubbing on the clutch disc. You could see right there rub marks. So this clutch is no good. Pressure plate has a super big lip on it, plus it's hot spotted and just trashed. So I have a new clutch going in. It's a full face. The upgraded JHM, or the new version of the JHM 034 flywheel. I'm not sure who makes what, who came up with it, whatever. The B5S4 pressure plate, all new hardware right there, throwout bearing. And this is all the stock stuff, just cleaned up, ready to go in. The new tranny, which is hanging up over there. So hopefully by the end of today, I will have a decently drivable B5S4. Next project on this thing is going to be that exhaust, because that's garbage. I don't like it. Looks like shit. Doesn't fit. Whatever. So I'm finally getting around to replacing the transmission in the S4, which I got everything ready to go. That's the replacement tranny right there. Old one is in the back of the truck, ready to go home, or the scrap yard, one of the two, haven't decided yet. I went to go put the new clutch in, which I got the kit from JHM. It was their lightweight flywheel with the stage 1 full face disc and the B5S4 pressure plate. All the hardware, throwout bearing, all the typical stuff you replace with the clutch kit. But here's the issue. The car originally had one of their, I'm assuming it's like a version 1, first generation flywheel setup, whatever. Fits nicely, right? You see room all the way around. It has room to spin without touching anything. It fits because it was in the car and it worked. But when I put it on the new flywheel, which I tried putting the flywheel into the car because I didn't really measure. I didn't think I was supposed to measure and make sure the flywheel fits. But here it is. The spacer plate doesn't fit around. It rubs on the starter gear all the way around. It doesn't fit at all. So now I need to figure out if I was given the wrong flywheel, or if there's something I'm missing, or I have no idea. So I'm gonna get in touch with JHM tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get it taken care of. Depending on how good their customer service is, that is yet to be decided. The other thing I noticed on these two is when you flip them over, so flip that one over, take this out of the way, here, flip them over, right, side by side. You can see one is slightly thicker than the other. So I don't know if that's also an issue, or like I said, maybe if they just gave me the wrong flywheel for the wrong car. But hopefully I get it taken care of all tomorrow so I can put the car back together and figure out what else needs to be done to get the car 100% streetable. So I'm driving out to the shop. I got the flywheel and clutch combo to see if they can exchange it for me, or to explain why it doesn't fit in the S4. I'm a little curious why it wouldn't fit, because it was sold as a B5S4 lightweight flywheel clutch combo. So I'm just driving out there to find out what happened along the way. And luckily I'm a local guy, so I can go over there and physically, face to face, ask them what happened, and hopefully they can exchange it for me to give me the correct parts so I can finish my install.
B5S4.